This is Enrique, our main character, which works in a grocery that works for a minimum wage and has 3 sons. They have always been close to God, and usually they go to church to thank for the things they have. The story begins when Enrique, the main character, wakes up to go to work. He feels very sad because he's just learning to live without his wife, who died 2 months ago from a non-treated infection, consequence of Seguro Popular that wasn't performed correctly, a surgery. When he was working, his oldest son phoned him to tell him that his youngest son is very sick and he had to return to his house. When Enrique returns to his house, letting his job unattended, he arrived and found a doctor or a nurse charging his youngest son, and the biggest one was just scared what was going to happen. He didn't know how to handle the situation, and the doctor came to talk to Enrique and tell him that he needed to be translated to the hospital. Enrique was very angry and frustrated. Terrified, Enrique arrives to the hospital where the doctors are taking charge of his son, and the doctors tell him he will be okay, but he will need extra medicine. And Enrique tells them that he's not a well-paid worker, so he cannot afford them. And the doctor said that they cannot give the medicine if it's not paid. At this point, Enrique realizes that his savings will be lost in order to afford the medicines. He hopes that not any other extra expense will appear because he would not be able to afford it. Enrique has the chance to rob a jewelry, and his good actions, his good thoughts are telling him to not do it, to apply fortitude, pride, and honesty, but the villain, Onslaught, is telling him to rob it. It's a necessity, and he does it, and he goes with the jewelry. But unfortunately, a police caught him and throw him in jail, and the jewelry was returned. Enrique didn't want to act incorrectly, but he thought that his actions were a necessity and not a bad thought. Even though he did wrong, he is begging for pardon. Enrique is now in jail, and his sons are watching him. Enrique asks to his sons if they forgive him, and his sons tell him it's okay. The superhero tells him that he can't do that again because it's wrong and he's not applying values, and he goes again to ask forgiveness to his sons and promise them that he would turn to be a police and get a more affordable wage and get his younger son out of hospital. And that's the end of the story. Hope you enjoyed it.